All right. Welcome back, you Inglorious Bastards and Magnificent. It is I, Dr. Mo, and my face is in beautiful HD now. It is awesome to get you. But anyways, welcome back to my thought of the day. Now we're gonna go over a few things today. We're gonna talk about an email scammer that tried to email scam me this morning. We're gonna talk about the DOJ being bags, and we're gonna talk about our rights because all those things are important. But before we get into that, please like, share, subscribe. Notification buttons. Make sure you get notifications. Leave a review. Whatever you're chosen, the best, whatever the platform you use is best functions for this because it helps boost us in those algorithms and get us out there. We're on Minds. That's where we get most of our activity. And I suggest joining Minds. Minds is always awesome. BitChute's good. But we got our own website. That's the best place to view us at www.that'sonpoint.squarespace.com. It is what it is. Here we are, gentlemen. You can join the email list there, and you get our notifications. We'll be live there. You can even contribute $5 a month, donate. There's all kinds of stuff, merch store you can do to help keep the lights on over here, help show your appreciation for us. Because we can't do this without you guys. You guys will help beat us, the censorship machine. We have a new promotion going on. There's a new shirt. Boom. The government shirt. You make a political statement. You help us beat that censorship machine, and you let everyone know all at the same time by buying the like a government shirt. I may not be good to look at, but I like the government because we all know the government likes to uh, we're gonna pick one subscriber at the end of May, and we're gonna send them a free shirt, just like we did the last time. Hopefully, this person actually responds back to us, and we can actually send out a free shirt. I mean, you got to participate in these promotions, so we can't really, we can't really work. Yeah, like it is what it is. However, let's get into this. So this morning, I get an email, right? It says that the Geek Squad has renewed my service for $199. It'll be taking money, blah, 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 today, right? Call this number. I called and first I look at my bank, no money. I call this number. I'm like, we need to cancel this before you take my money. And then it's suspect because he's trying to gain access to my computer and stuff. And it's like, why do you need to gain access to my computer? To charge me money. Or stop charging me money or canceling a service. It's like, I shouldn't have a service. And then I started thinking, I was like, wait a minute, I shouldn't have a service on this because I built this motherfucker myself. So I was like, no, I need to speak to supervisor. Supervisor, he hangs up on me. So I call back and you hang up on me on my nobody hang up on you. I didn't hang up on you. I'm sorry that happened. Blah 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 blah. And he wouldn't give me the fucking supervisor, so I started fucking with him and I was like, no, like what program do I have to delete on my computer? Because I didn't have my computer on, but it's like, what program do I have to use to delete my? I'm like, no, it's like you're not getting access to my fucking computer. It's just not fucking happening. He ended up hanging up on me again. The fucking dudes. Do people even fall for this shit anymore? Because like, no, who really communicates through email now? Like, I don't understand. I mean, I guess they have to if people continue doing it. I mean, that one dude that he makes the living off of fucking videoing and talking to these people. But I basically send all the information to all the appropriate authorities because I don't like scams like that. It's fucking ridiculous. The world's already hard enough. The government already wants to fuck us in the ass to take our shit. Why the fuck do we have to do it to each other? Like, it's hard enough to struggle and survive. I mean, it's relatively easy, comparatively speaking, to other generations of humans who walk Earth, as we're the most privileged group of ever fucking human beings to ever walk the goddamn Earth. But it is what it is. But I mean, I don't know. I guess there's been a lot of stupid on display here recently, so people might actually fall for that. Yeah, get into my computer. No, no, you're not remotely accessing my. You got bank data on that bitch. I get no. I Do even people even allow people to remotely access their shit anymore? Like everybody that works on my shit, which is mostly me, does that in person. No remote access. It's just bad. You know, you get access to your phone and everything. It all connects if you have your shit put together. Like, anyway, the dude's obviously scamming because he hang up. Like, a legitimate services ain't gonna hang up on you, and if they do, you should report them to the HR because you're the customer. So you're not scamming me. You're just not scamming me. What other kind of email scams do they get going? Oh yeah, the Nigerian prince scam. Has anybody ever seen that one? Got that email where they're like, "We have all this money we would like to give you, your inheritance, but you have to like give us this amount of money in order to process all the shit, and then we'll give you all the money." Like, if I have all that money, how about you use some of that money to process that shit and then give me my money? And how am I related to some Nigerian prince? Like, how the does that even work on people? I don't understand how these email scammers work. Like even when the email scams, even back when you were getting rickrolled through emails, I don't understand how people fall. How are people this retarded? How are people this ignorant? Like I went out of my way to like not try when I was younger, not just put in enough effort to like pass, which I should probably have unfucked long ago, and I'd be in a better position today. But it is what it is, and I didn't turn out that ignorant. Like I don't understand how people can be that dumb, but I guess that's the world we live in, where it's the fucking Twilight Zone, and everybody's walking around like the people from Idiocracy. Where's your tattoo? Where's the tattoo? Tattoo. I don't understand. Where's the tattoo? You don't have a tattoo. You don't know no tattoo. No tattoo. Fucking. We even have fucking Nacho as president. This is not going to end well. I'm just fucking saying. All right, moving on. We're actually going to get into some actual news and talk about this fucking shitty ass administration is authoritarian trash. It's literally weaponizing the DOJ, and let's just get into this. This is the Daily Mail. Sorry for the ads. They fucking wouldn't let me look at it without fucking ad blocker because, you know, everybody's greedy pieces of crap now. But here we go. Revealed feds had a secret backup plan to arrest Derek Chauvin in court for police brutality if he was cleared of the killing. Pedal bar arrest white ex-cop and why did you have to say white? Like there's no we all know he's fucking white. I'm not even gonna read those little bullet points. Secret Department of Justice plans to arrest Derek Chauvin in court had been cleared of murder and George Floyd have been revealed. So like if he was declared innocent by our justice system, and don't get me wrong, he's not innocent, but if he had been declared innocent, they were coming at him anyway. Like this is ridiculous. So that multiple sources told the Star Tribune federal prosecutors are ready to move in and charge the white ex-cop on federal counts moments after a not guilty verdict on charges of a second third-degree murder manslaughter for the event of the mistrial. The Department of Justice prosecutors now also plan to bring civil rights violation charges akin to hate crimes of police brutality against Chauvin and the three other cops on duty with him when Floyd was killed. So they're going after them all. The secret plan saw DOJ investigators collaborate with their state counterparts at Minnesota U.S. Attorney's Office to arrange a charge Chauvin by a process called criminal complaint, which does not require a grand jury. They were going to lock this dude up after if he had been found innocent, if he was innocent and was found innocent without a grand jury. That is utter totalitarian garbage and would have been spent in the process of bringing fresh charges against the former policeman amid fears of not guilty verdict would have been prompted fresh riots. Of course it would have prompted fresh riots. Ultimately, the backup plan did not have to be used after Chauvin was found guilty of all three counts he faced. He was convicted of the second-degree murder, third-degree murder, and second-degree manslaughter and taken to Minnesota's maximum security prison, Oak Park Heights. He will be sentenced on June 25th after the court pushed it back from its initial date of June 16th. He faces up to 40 years in prison. The DOJ is now planning to indict him and the three other cops involved in Floyd's death on civil rights charges, a source told the Tribune. The federal investigation into Floyd's death is separate to the state's case, which led Chauvin's trial to the conviction of last week. He's already been found guilty. Why this is unnecessary waste of money? They're trying to make a political statement. It's been running in a parallel. The feds are not supposed to be used as the political pawn. With federal authorities presenting evidence before a grand jury of 23 citizens who would decide if there's a probable cause to bring charges against the disgraced officer. The three other cops, Jana Krang, Thomas Ling, I can't even pronounce the names, Tao Lau, faced trial together on August 23rd on the state charges of aiding and abetting second-degree murder and manslaughter. They denied those allegations and were fired from their jobs at Minneapolis PD in the wake of Floyd's death. The Minnesota AG's office wants to also add the charges. So I didn't know this. They're actually charging the other three officers too now. They didn't check him for 8.5 minutes. That's negligence. Degree murder in each case. Now, the DOJ wants to indict Chauvin on federal civil rights violations over Floyd's death in 217 instances where he knelt on a black 14-year-old's neck for nearly 17 minutes. Kui Lau and Lau would have been indicted over Floyd's death. I mean, if he's shown a history, maybe, but can I trust you because of all the garbage? Chauvin has never faced any charges over the 2017 incident, which detailed surfaced last year as state prosecutors asked the judge to allow them to use the case as evidence in the former cop's use of force of his trial. I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't let you use it, but it is what it is. It's like the judge banned prosecution from telling the jurors about the 2000 in courts. Documents prosecutors at body cam showed Chauvin and another officer responding to a domestic assault after a mother said she was assaulted by her teenager son and daughter. The body cam footage was not been released. That is a fucking crime. Immediately should be released. Officers, that's why you have the body cam footage. You should not be able to keep that from us. Period. The officers arrived to find the 14-year-old boy lying on the floor of his bedroom while on his phone. They ordered him to get up, but he was under arrest. When he refused, Chauvin grabbed him and struck the teen in the head with his flashlight multiple times, the court document says. Chauvin then grabbed him by the throat before hitting him against the flashlight. Prosecutors had argued this all occurred less than a minute after the officers first encountered the boy. I'm going to have to say he's showing signs of being an aggressive bag because, and I don't really want to be that guy, but if you're not willing to show me the footage, then I have to assume you're hiding something. I mean, I do. Prosecutors had argued this is all good less than a minute after the officers first encountered the boy. Chauvin then applied the neck restraint to the boy, who briefly went unconscious, and then placed him in a prone position with the knee on his back for about 17 minutes, and the paramedics were so same crap without assessing. He held his knee on the boy, who was bleeding from the ear even after he said he was in pain and couldn't breathe, prosecutors said. According to court documents, the boy's mother asked Chauvin 4 separate times to take his knee off her son. On one occasion, she pointed out her son said he couldn't breathe. She also noted that her son was in handcuffs and couldn't do anything in Chauvin at one point, and the mother said Chauvin had hit her son with the flashlight for no reason. Chauvin took his knee off the teenager after paramedics arrived. The paramedics who assessed the boy briefly while he held down the note, noted that he would likely need stitches for the wound on his ear. The teenager was arrested for domestic assault and obstruction with force. Prosecutors said Chauvin, Jesus fucking Christ, was used regardless of this. It sounds like this fucking fuckery all around this bullshit. We should just maybe, I guess it already is burning to the ground. It's like, you're a blight on all our houses, Minneapolis. A blight. Floyd after knelt on the man's neck for more than 9 minutes. It was 8.5 minutes. It wasn't more than 9 minutes. As he begged him to stop saying, "I can't breathe," or "I'm going to arrest me," as was true with the conduct with 8.5 minutes. So at least get it right. George Floyd Chauvin rapidly escalated to use of force of relatively minor offense, just like with Floyd. Chauvin used an unreasonable amount of force without regard for the need for that level of force and the victim's well-being. Prosecutors argued in the court. We all know that. We've been following the trial, but we're going to continue. You can watch that if you want. It's Daily Mail. You can finish reading it if you really choose. If you haven't released the body cam footage, it sounds like you might be violent. I don't know. It's hard to trust this with all the garbage going on. But either way, they shouldn't be using the DOJ to push a political message. And this is not the only time they're using that. We'll get into that, what they're doing next, because they're fucking over Rudy Giuliani too. I'm just saying. All right, moving on.